A young woman sets out on an impossible journey for her little brother. And where is that destination? To meet the famed C.S. Lewis. That's coming up on this week's book pre-review, the books I'm excited to read. Hi, Terri Gillespie here, and welcome to Book Pre-Review, the books I'm excited to read. And I am definitely excited, as well as the rest of the world, to read this book, Once Upon a Wardrobe, by award-winning and best-selling author Patti Callahan. Now, this particular book was a birthday gift from my dear friend Carrie Turansky, who is also a best-selling and award-winning author. And hopefully my husband's put up a little cameo of her. And she said, Terri, you have to read this book. This is a book for you. You're going to love it. So of course I'm going to read it. So this book is available in hardcover, paperback, audiobook, audio CD, and eBook. And I got the hardcover. So the genre is biographical fiction, historical biographical fiction, biographical historical fiction. So you kind of get the idea what the genre is. The author's website is www.patticallahanhenry.com. And of course, that website has popped up thanks to my wonderful husband. And but now that it's gone, don't worry, you haven't lost it. You can go down into the description section and you will find all sorts of interesting links down there. We'll be talking more about that as we go along. So here's a brief bio of Patti Callahan Henry, which I guess is her married name. Patti Callahan Henry is a New York Times and USA Today best-selling author of 16 novels, and she's also a podcast host. She is the recipient of the Christy Award 2019 winner, Book of the Year, the Harper Lee Distinguished Writer of the Year for 2020, and the Alabama Library Association Book of the Year for 2019. She is a co-host and co-creator of the popular weekly online Friends in Fiction live web show and podcast. Live, I'm impressed. I pre-record. I'm impressed, Patti. Patti is also a contributor to the monthly life lesson essay column for Parade magazine. A full-time author and mother of three, she now resides in both Mountain Brook, Alabama, and Bluffton, South Carolina, with her husband. Now, these are the publisher notes. Megs Devonshire sets out to fulfill her younger brother George's last wish by uncovering the truth behind his favorite story. The answer provides hope and healing and a magical journey for anyone whose life has ever been changed by a book. It's 1950. Margaret Devonshire, Megs, is a 17-year-old student of mathematics and physics at Oxford University. When her beloved 8-year-old brother asks Megs if Narnia is real, logical Megs tells him it's just a book for children. And certainly not true. Homebound due to his illness and remaining fixated on his favorite books, George presses her to ask the author of the recently released novel, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, a question. Where did Narnia come from? Despite her fear about approaching the famous author, who is a professor at her school, Meg soon finds herself taking tea with C.S. Lewis and his own brother, Warnie. and then begging them for answers. Rather than directly telling her where Narnia came from, Lewis encourages Megs to form her own conclusion as he slowly tells her stories, little-known stories from his own life that led to his inspiration. As she takes these stories home to George, the little boy travels farther in his imagination than he ever could in real life. Lewis's answers will reveal to Megs and her family many truths that science and math cannot, and the gifts she thought she was giving to her brother, the story behind Narnia, turns out to be his gift to her, hope. A captivating standalone historical novel combining fact and fiction, an emotional journey into the books and stories that make us who we are, and it also includes discussion questions for book clubs. So you can purchase Once Upon a Wardrobe at these locations, these outlets: Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, BookBub, ChristianBook.com, and there are tons of other outlets, but those are the ones I usually focus on. And your local bookstore or retailer. And if it is not on the shelf, which I kind of doubt because it's like millions of people are reading it, if it's not on the shelf, what do? We politely ask for it. My book reviews are posted on applicable venues such as Amazon, BookBub, Goodreads, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, NetGalley, and ChristianBook.com. And remember when I said there are other really good links down below in the description section? There's also links to my website. And not only do I talk about my books, but I have a little something for everybody. So you can get recipes from some of the books. You can get questions for your book clubs or your discussion groups. You can get a daily devotion. And you can there's actually over 600 devotions written about the book of Proverbs. So looking for some wisdom? I think we all are these days. So you can look it up by topic or by passage. So like I said, there's something for everyone. So I hope you'll check it out. Also appreciate the follows, subscribes, and likes on all those social icons that my husband are popping up right now. And always, that's the way that I keep in touch with my readers and my viewers. So if you can participate, appreciate that. Love to keep in touch with you. So that's it for this week's episode. Next week's episode, I'm really excited about, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you there. In the meantime, God bless and keep reading. Yep. Keep reading.